Hey guys, you're watching this one and only. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Let's Build Creating Paradise Island. I sort of got it right this time. Cut. Start again. Hey guys, you're watching this one and only. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Creating Paradise Island. Was that better? That sounded better. Stupid spider not letting me sleep. So, I've done a little bit of work off camera between this and last episode. Not a great deal. Hey, Purple Sheep. They're still getting out. People were saying that maybe the pen isn't quite big enough, and the sheep are sort of pushing each other through the fence. To be honest, that sounds like the most plausible, the most plausible sort of situation. There is a lot of sheep in a very small pen. See if we can get this guy back in here. Come on, come on. People were also saying that maybe try just using blocks 2 blocks high. I would do that, but the only thing is that it looks terrible, doesn't it? The fences look okay. You can see over them, you can see through them. They're very nice blocks. If you use a 2 block high wall around them, I think it looks a little bit weird. I don't know, you can't see the sheep quite as easy. Anyway, what I did do is off camera is put the roof on the red and the green house, so they look nice. I like those peaked roofs. You guys did too, so I'm very pleased about that. And I went caving this time, and it was successful. Ish. I didn't die. I didn't really come up with all that much, but I did get 4 diamonds in the end, which is nice. And it's actually timed pretty perfectly for this episode, because I think it's time to potentially start putting some villagers down. So we've still got the villager trade here, so I'm going to put that in there and get 16 villager eggs. Pretty cheap deal, we know, but this whole series is about fun. It's not about grinding, it's not about working insanely hard to get our resources. It's about having fun and trading and enjoying the game that way. It's just a different way to play the game. I have also got a trade that you guys suggested, 3 gold. I don't know how much gold I have, and for some books. So we haven't got OP books, but we do have some books that could help out. We've got Silk Touch, Affinity, Aqua Affinity, which might come in handy for a future project on this world. Looting 3 and Feather Falling 4. Okay. Have I got any gold in here? I don't think I do. No. Have I got any gold up here? I must have gold somewhere. I think I've got nearly a stack. Yeah, I've got 55 gold here. We might as well grab all of those. There's no point leaving any of them. They are quite cheap. Believe me, I know that they're cheap. I know the books are cheap. Oops. 6, and then that, and that. There we go. That'll give us them all. I know that they're cheap, but again, this is a series meant to be enjoyed. Nothing else. Okay, the other thing that people said about these villager eggs is that we should name them first, so then the villager ends up having a name. So, I'm going to name... what do we name them after? Pokemon! Let's name them after Pokemon. What a crazy idea. Okay, Pokemon, amazing. Pikachu, I haven't played Pokemon for the longest time. I really should start playing it again. I do enjoy it. I did used to have it on my my computer, but the thing with a Bulba, that's it. The thing with having it on the computer is that it's very, very easy to cheat. And I know when you're playing it, you shouldn't cheat. I know. But when you've got the ability to so easily on PC, it's really hard not to. Charmander. It's really, really hard not to. So I usually, if I do play it, I play it on... These don't stack, do they? No, because they're different names. I'll play it on my Game Boy. I did have it on my phone, in fact, at one point as well. But again, it was easy to cheat on there. It had the Game Shark in there. I'm sure if you've all played Pokemon or at least had a Game Boy at some point, you'll know what Game Shark is. Was it Game Shark? Something like that. Shark Code, Game Shark, Game Code, something like that. Anyway, it just allowed you to cheat. So that became unfun for me. It wasn't fun. But oh man, did I used to enjoy Pokemon. If you used to enjoy Pokemon, then let me know, because, oh, am I out of levels? I'm out of levels. Okay, that's fair enough. Take that out. If you enjoyed Pokemon, let me know, because that was my game. When I was growing up, the Game Boy had just come out. The first Game Boy had just come out when I was very young. Makes me sound old, doesn't it? I'm really not that old. But I had a Game Boy, and Pokemon Red was my first Game Boy game, and I loved it. It was probably still today, apart from Minecraft, the game that I've played the most ever. I'm looking for some gates, because villagers can't open gates, which is very, very handy. There's one gate, and then if we grab a little bit more wood, have I got any just junk wood laying about? I think I do there. Yeah, it's the game that I've played the most of, and I enjoy that so much. I never played it past, what one was it, Crystal. I didn't play any Pokemons after Pokemon Crystal came out. Hey, hello there. My girlfriend, or fiance, it's not girlfriend anymore, is it? It's fiance, I keep forgetting that. Let's get some doors as well. How many doors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still plays Pokemon. She really enjoys Pokemon. She's got all of the new ones. I really don't understand the new ones. I have absolutely no idea. There's so many Pokemon games now, and Pokemon. I mean, when I used to play, there was 150 of them, or 151 technically, and I eventually got to the point of being able to know them all. I did actually know them all. I never caught them all, unfortunately, but I did end up knowing them all. And then when the next ones came out on like gold and silver, I then started to learn those, but I never learned all of them. Like there was Sudowoodo and Cyndaquil and all that sort of stuff. Why are we talking about Pokemon? Why? Because why not? That's why. And yeah, anyway, let's stop about Pokemon. Let's concentrate on this. So I'm gonna put fences and fence gates here. Just for the moment, really. Just for temporarily, to stop the villagers getting out anywhere. Okay, so if the villager went up here, he couldn't get anywhere. Villager can't get over the fence. He can't get out via any of these buildings. This is too dark in here. So let's put a torch in there. I'm going to put a torch, oops, right there as well. I want this area to be safe from mobs, or as safe as we can get. Now, don't be surprised... Don't be surprised if we end up losing a couple of Poke villagers. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It happens. Zombies have a habit. Oh yeah, what about this? I put these hedges around here. It's a great idea. The only trouble is that I've just realised is that the villagers are going to jump over that. They're going to fall in the water, and then they're not going to be able to get out again, are they? So if we just put, I've got, these are different leaves. These are oak leaves. The last ones that I put on there were jungle, but I think it'll still look nice. If we make it too high on all of them, now the villagers can't get in there. You can still see the water. I just didn't like the water being completely visible. That's the only thing. Okay, carry on. Let's put a torch out here. There's a torch in here, but I'm going to put another one there just for safety. And then this is the last one. It looks light enough in here, but I'm going to put another one there anyway. Okay, and then we want another, temporarily, we're going to put another fence and gate down there. Now, they can get through here, so I'm going to put that there. They can't get out, but I'm going to put a fence there anyway. And I think we're now safe. I think villagers on this area are safe, so let's... why not? Let's just put them down. We've only got 4 at the minute. So, Pikachu, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. Okay, so we've got 2 priests. Ooh, bottle of enchantment, huh? Gold for emerald. Emerald for bottle of enchanting. Those 2 trades go very nice together. Paper for emerald. I could probably do that. And for pork chop. I don't really want pork chop. The butcher is never really that useful to me. I find it's one of the most useless villagers. Sounds really harsh. I'm sorry, Pikachu. However, there is something else that we need to do to at least extend the life of our villagers a little bit. And that's to light up this village area with torches. We should have done this on episode 1 or 2, but we never did. It looks like it's going to get towards night time, which is a bad thing. I'm going to sleep, I think. I was thinking about staying awake to light up the area so I knew where the dark areas were. But I know if I do that, we're just going to end up killing our villagers even faster, aren't we? Like this. And I'll need to go behind it. Behind it is probably the most important place. Because that's where they can actually fall down onto our villagers. Am I close enough to my mic? I think I am. Ow, I hit my mic. I'm sorry. That would have made an awful noise, I'm sure. Okay, I don't want to go too far, because I want to be able to sleep before they start spawning, really. Let's just stay around this area. Hup, 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 hup. Oh! I really, really want to put one in the tiki bar. That would have been amazing to have him in there. We could have held him in place as well, I'm sure. Okay, it's night time. We'll carry on lighting up torches during the day. We might be able to get back onto the Pokemon topic while we're doing this. I used to do a few glitches, or there's one glitch that I used to remember on there. This is a bit of a nostalgia episode for me, and maybe some of you guys. I know some of you probably still play Pokemon. I know that most of you would have played Pokemon at least one time. I expect all of you to know what it is. If you don't know what it is, then I'm sorry. But you're probably not going to know anything that we're talking about. But there was probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous, glitches on any game that has ever been. And probably ever will be. And I think that's the glitch of Missingo. Or Missing No, as it's actually called. And Missing No was like a broken part of the game. I don't know the full story behind it. Like, I don't know why it even existed. But basically, if you done a certain amount of stuff, I don't understand it. But you would have to like fly to. Can mobs spawn on leaves? I know they can't spawn on slabs or stairs, but you can't put a torch on leaves. So I'm wondering if they can even spawn on them. I don't think they can. They can spawn on the roofs, though. I've just thought of. Okay, let's get up there. Yeah, Missing though. So you had to do a load of stuff. You had to fly to like Cinnabar Island or something like that, some sort of name like that, and then swim up and down the coast, surf up and down the coast of one of the villages, and then for some reason a Pokemon would appear that had no graphic. It had like just a glitchy looking texture, if you like, that made no sense whatsoever. You could catch it. I think you could catch it. I can't remember now. Hey, the villagers have found the houses. That's a good sign. But I never understood why that even existed in the files. Very, very strange glitch, and has to be one of the most famous glitches on any game. If you know of a glitch that could be more popular than that, write it down in the comment section below. I'll see if see what you guys come up with. But I think that's got to be the most popular glitch that has ever been. But yeah, what else did I do? What was the hardest part of Pokemon for me? I think the hardest part of Pokemon for me, apart from playing it now, I used to find it a lot easier, or I remember it being a lot easier than what it seems to be now. Whenever I decide to have a little play with it, now and again, just like load up the old game, I find it very difficult. Like the fiance, the other half, she knows exactly what Pokemon are best against others. Very in-depth, very clever about it. I just used to level my Pokemon up to be as powerful as possible. And I used to make the grave mistake of just powering up one Pokemon, which obviously is a terrible idea. It never worked. I used to have like one Pokemon at level like 98 or something like that, and then all the others would be at like level 10 or 20 or something like that. And as soon as that Pokemon died, as soon as my main Pokemon died, that was it. I was gonna just die very, very quickly on all the other ones. Just death, 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 death. When the fiance, she levels each one up specifically, and trains them certain moves that will be beneficial in the future against certain gym bosses. She makes the game very, very easy for herself in the end because she's leveled them up properly and trained them up properly and teach them the correct moves. Very, very clever. Very good at it. I wish I was as smart as that on anything. I'm not even that smart on Minecraft stuff. I still make stupid mistakes on here, like going caving without any armor. Anyway, that's enough tortures for today, and that's enough Pokemon talk as well. I would really like to now stay up the next night to see how long our villagers survive for. I would also just like to see if they have actually escaped anywhere as well. They shouldn't. We done a pretty good check. Okay, Charmander. Whoops. Charmander and Bulbasaur. Aha. And then Squirtle and Pikachu. Okay. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. I also, did I mention? You must have noticed at least. I've extended the bridge around, or the horseshoe. I'm going to call it the horseshoe. I've continued it around there. I haven't put the posts down or anything like that. But that's going to give us the ability to put a couple of other houses on there that I'll probably do off camera. But that's pretty cool. I really do like this sort of horseshoe idea. Especially when we get more houses in. That's going to be really, really cool. I need a bookshelf trade. That's something. There's an awful lot that I'm asking out of the comment section today. If you've got a bookshelf trade, then let me know. Because we want to build a library and we don't want it to take too long to get. Because the books themselves are going to be no good to us. Obviously, we can make an enchantment table, but it's not really the most helpful thing on this world. I just want the bookshelves for appearance purposes, nothing more really. So yeah, if you've got a good trade about that, I shall be very, very happy to hear. Anyway, I've talked about Pokemon way too much this episode, and it looks like that we're out of time. I hope it's brought back a little bit of nostalgia for you guys, and if it has, I will be a like would be appreciated. Let's have a like for the Pokemon, shall we? Hit that like button if you like the Pokemon. Alright guys, we're going to leave it there for this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.